If you are evaluating Toptal as a way to hire high-caliber freelancers or to join as a vetted expert, this in-depth review will give you the clarity you need. We will cover how Toptal works, what the screening really looks like, how pricing compares with other options, where the platform excels, where it struggles, and how to decide if it fits your budget and timeline. Start with the core model. Toptal is not an open marketplace. Instead of listing thousands of profiles and asking you to run a bidding war, Toptal curates a smaller network and assigns talent matchers to understand your requirements. This curated approach is designed to cut down on noise and deliver a short list of candidates who have already demonstrated senior-level capability. For busy teams that want to avoid sifting through dozens of applications, this can reduce sourcing and interviewing time substantially. Screening is a major part of the value proposition. Applicants typically go through multiple gates: an initial English and communication check, role-aligned assessments, such as coding tests for engineers, or portfolio and case reviews for designers, live interviews to evaluate problem-solving and collaboration, and a practical exercise or trial engagement to validate real-world performance. The platform is well known for the COP 3% claim, which reflects a rigorous acceptance bar across those gates. While the exact pass rates by role and region are not public, the common experience reported by candidates is that each stage is structured and the process is selective. How does Toptal use AI or automation within this model? From the outside, the system appears to be hybrid. Human matchers remain central to understanding your scope, team dynamics, time zone constraints, and budget. They are supported by internal tools that structure skills taxonomies, experience tags, and availability data. Algorithmic assistance likely helps with shortlisting and ranking, but hiring decisions and final candidate curation are human-led. There is no public evidence that Toptal delegates hiring choices to a fully automated system. For clients, that means you benefit from both structured data and the judgment of experienced matchers. Next, pricing. You should expect premium rates aligned to senior talent. Costs vary by role, specialization, and geography. Senior software engineers, experienced product managers, and principal-level designers will command higher rates. Toptal supports hourly, part-time, and full-time engagements, and invoices are typically weekly. Clients often report a risk-reduced start with a short trial period where you only pay if you continue after confirming fit. Policies, deposits, and specific guarantees can change by jurisdiction and engagement terms, so always ask your Toptal representative to document the current terms before you begin. What about speed to match and quality of fit? One of the advantages of the curated model is faster shortlisting. For common roles like full-stack engineers, product designers, or data analysts, clients frequently see qualified candidates within a few days, and sometimes within 24 to 72 hours. Because the network is pre-vetted, the interview loop can be shorter. If the first choice does not meet expectations, Toptal can propose a replacement quickly. That resilience helps keep projects moving without long delays. Which roles does Toptal cover best? The strongest coverage is across software development, data, cloud and DevOps, UI and UX design, product management, project management, and finance experts including FP&A and interim CFOs. Within engineering, specialties include web, mobile, data engineering, machine learning, and QA. For design, expect product design, UX research, prototyping, and design systems. For PM and Scrum roles, look for professionals with experience in Agile, Jira, and cross-functional delivery. What questions should you ask as a client? First, define your scope and outcomes. What problem must be solved? Which technologies are in play? What is the time frame? And what are the acceptance criteria? Second, specify collaboration needs, such as time zone overlap, daily stand-ups, code review cadence, and documentation standards. Third, align on security and IP. Confirm NDAs, repository access controls, and data handling policies. Fourth, budget realism. Senior talent saves time, but costs more per hour, so size the engagement to milestones and measure value by cycle time, quality, and rework avoided. How does Toptal compare to alternatives? Upwork and Fiverr offer massive supply and low barriers to entry, which can be cost-effective for small tasks if you have time to filter. Fiverr Pro is a curated tier worth comparing for creative work. Braintrust and Andela focus on vetted talent and have strong engineering communities. Gun.io and Arc target experienced developers. Catalent is a strong option for management and strategy consultants. If you want the widest pool at the lowest cost, open marketplaces may be better. If you value a high-confidence shortlist, predictable quality, and less overhead, Toptal is compelling. For freelancers considering Toptal, be ready for a thorough evaluation. Invest in a concise portfolio or GitHub with production caliber samples, measurable impact, and clear role descriptions. Expect live problem solving and communication checks. Once accepted, success hinges on responsiveness, clarity of estimates, and reliable delivery. Rates are positioned for senior professionals, but you must demonstrate consistent outcomes. Keep your profile updated with recent tools, frameworks, and domain experience so matchers can find you quickly. Common concerns deserve straight answers. Is the top 3% claim literal across every role and region? It is a brand standard, not a promise for each microsegment, but the process is selective. Is there a deposit? Clients sometimes encounter a refundable start deposit or a structured kickoff step, but terms vary. Is there a no-risk trial? Toptal markets a trial period where you only pay if you continue, but confirm the duration and conditions in writing. Who owns the work product? With standard terms and NDAs, you own deliverables upon payment. How long do engagements last? Many run for months, with some extending to multi-quarter or multi-year collaborations. Best practices for getting ROI are simple but powerful. Write a one-page brief that defines goals, constraints, tech stack, and done criteria. Ask candidates to walk through 2 or 3 relevant projects and the specific contributions they made. Pilot with a clearly bounded milestone. Use code reviews, design critiques, or financial model audits to qualify quality early. Establish weekly checkpoints to measure velocity and unblock issues fast. If something feels off, ask for a replacement immediately rather than trying to force a fit. So, is Toptal worth it? If your priority is reliable senior talent, faster shortlists, and reduced hiring overhead, the premium can be justified by fewer delays, less rework, and stronger outcomes. If cost minimization is the top constraint, or you need a very specialized niche that is rare on any platform, you may also want to survey competitors or go direct to communities and referrals. The best choice depends on the complexity of your project, your leadership bandwidth, and the cost of a mishire. In summary, Toptal delivers a curated network, rigorous screening, human-guided matching supported by data and internal tooling, and enterprise-friendly contracting. It is built for teams that value quality, speed, and reduced friction. Enter with a clear scope, validate fit with a focused pilot, and you will have the highest chance of success.